Hit the like button to clear the path of obstacles, and drop your zodiac sign in the comments. That's how you activate the power of this forecast just for you. 19 October is a day when the world seems to soften and quiet, so you can hear yourself more clearly. Unlike days filled with impulse and outer events, the energy now turns inward, as if the universe is offering a gentle pause before something larger. That doesn't mean nothing will happen. On the contrary, much can unfold, but inside you rather than outside. The day opens deep themes: self-worth, the desire to be seen, the fear of being misunderstood, the fatigue of competing for attention. These may surface unexpectedly, in a partner's glance, in a casual remark that stings, in moments when your efforts go unnoticed. What matters most today is not defaulting to old defenses, the sharp retort, the silent withdrawal, the impulse to seize control. Because 19 October offers more than a flash of irritation or disappointment, it offers a way out of an old storyline where the Leo must always be strong, dazzling, indispensable. If you allow yourself to be real today, even tender, even without the mask of certainty, you'll discover a new layer of strength. Not the kind you show, but the kind you feel as an inner spine. Externally, the day can be paradoxical. You may receive less feedback from others than usual, yet receive much more from yourself. That is the core pivot of 19 October. Stop waiting for validation from the outside and offer it to yourself from within. Many Leos will reflect on boundaries. Who stands beside you, who truly values you, and who is there only when it's convenient. This isn't a reason for resentment, it's a reason to reprioritize from love, not from pain. If loneliness appears, don't run. It can be the doorway to a deeper, cleaner contact with yourself. From these moments, the most honest decisions are born. The day favors anything that thrives in quiet, meditation, journaling, reviewing your aims, a solitary walk, stepping away from the noise. You don't have to vanish to be heard, but sometimes you do need silence to hear yourself. The energy of 19 October invites Leo not only to live out loud, but to live within. That's not weakness, it's maturity. Continuing the inner movement that begins in the first part of the day, the second half of 19 October can bring a surprising wave of inspiration, not from applause or attention, but from the way you start to feel about yourself, softer, deeper, stronger. It's one of those rare times when an inner process boosts your outer confidence more than any external compliment could. You may begin to view yourself through a different lens, not just by what you do, but by who you are. Ask yourself, who am I when I'm not trying to impress anyone? When I simply am? Questions like these can be turning points. This is where transformation begins, when Leo stops playing the role others adore and becomes the person you yourself can love. Interactions may bring small misunderstandings or a sense of not being fully heard. Don't rush to read this as rejection. People often live in their own noise and hear no one but themselves. Don't turn other people's inattentiveness into your personal tragedy. Today is ideal for reassessing relationships. Where does your time go? Your energy, your trust? Most importantly, who helps you become more and who makes you dimmer? If you leave a conversation feeling emptied rather than inspired, that's a sign. The world is always changing, and your circle should evolve with you. That's not betrayal, that's growth. Pay special attention to how you speak to yourself in your mind. Your inner dialogue sets the soundtrack of your life, and today it can be either support or criticism. Choose support. If you catch phrases like, "I'm not enough," or "Why did I mess it up again?" Pause, breathe deeply, and replace them with, "I'm trying, I'm moving, I'm learning, I'm living." Leos who are kind to themselves shine differently. Their light doesn't blind, it warms. In the quiet of 19 October, a clear realization can arise: who you are, what you want, and why you no longer need to prove anything. The later movement of this day may bring something unexpected. Leos who move through the morning and afternoon of 19 October consciously can feel access opening to a new current, not a storm, but a deep, dense, almost tangible wave of inner calm, and with it, certainty. You may notice you no longer want to explain, justify, cling, rescue, or prove. This isn't indifference, it's wisdom. The understanding that what is true never demands a fight. What isn't yours will fall away. What is yours will remain, even when you let go. This is the lesson of releasing control. In relationships, a meaningful resolution may emerge. Some Leos will realize they've been carrying a bond with no reciprocity for too long. Others will notice there's a person they kept at arm's length, out of fear of losing freedom. Today, fears turn more transparent, and you can see what's real and what belongs to old shadows. In the second half of the day, expect vivid dreams, heightened intuitive spikes, deja vu. The sense of I've felt this before. Don't dismiss these moments, they're inner keys. Write down the thoughts that arrive. Some may prove so precise you'll later wonder where they came from. The day may also remind you of what's unfinished, projects, conversations, feelings, promises to yourself. You don't have to rush to complete anything, but do acknowledge what remains alive. That acknowledgement may be the signal to return to what truly matters, and was only deferred. Another powerful point of the day involves boundaries. Leos are often generous with time, attention, and emotion. Today you may feel, perhaps for the first time in a long while, I'm not obligated. I can, but I don't have to. That realization is freeing. Some Leos will sense their inner worth returning, without trumpets or witnesses. You simply look at yourself and recognize, I've come a long way, and I'm proud of me. That's not arrogance, it's self-respect, the ground on which you'll build what comes next. As 19 October comes to a close, you may feel something subtle yet potent, like a gentle vibration rippling through your space, not alarming but awakening. It may show up in small ways, in the evening hush, in someone's glance, in your own calm reaction to words that once would have cut. You are changing, not on the surface but within, deeper, more whole. Today may be your first true contact with that new self. 19 October isn't a day of grand feats, it's a day of inner turns. A day to choose whether to keep striving to fit a role, or to live from your own truth. Others might not notice that choice, but for you it's decisive. By evening you may realize some things no longer unsettle you. You're not rushing, you don't need the center of the stage, you are calm. That's the highest expression of power. When the lion no longer needs a spotlight because the lion is the source of light. It's important not to overload yourself today. If something is unnecessary, but your soul resists, let it be. If someone tugs at your sleeve and you long for quiet, choose yourself. This evening is designed for full honesty with yourself. Some Leos will feel pulled to recall long-shelved goals and dreams. Today is an ideal time to return to them, not as childish fantasies, but as seeds the new you can grow. Write down what arrives. Don't evaluate, just capture. It's a message from your soul. Others may prefer solitude not from injury, but because it's what fits now. Solitude today isn't emptiness, it's a field of power. If you don't fear it, you'll discover you are not alone, you are with yourself. And that is enough. The day may bestow an unexpected inner gift, forgiveness, of yourself, of someone else, of a situation. Even if it happens without words, it will free you. A Leo who can release no longer holds themselves or others in a grip, and is ready for the new. The finale of the day may feel as if you've aged a year, in the best sense, wiser, deeper, truer, and thus more yourself. That's what makes you genuinely magnetic, not a mask of strength or a showy charisma, but the quiet steadiness with which you enter a room needing no one's approval.